If you're waiting for the right time to talk to your kids about sex, it's already happening without you. Because whether it's on TikTok, Snapchat, school lunch tables, or the backseat after baseball practice, someone is already teaching them. The question is, do you want to be the person that's teaching them, or do you want somebody else to? I'm Megan Sharpe, certified health coach and sex and intimacy coach. I help high-functioning women and couples reconnect with their bodies, their relationships, and their confidence. And when it comes to raising kids with a healthy relationship to sex, I've learned that open conversations matter way more than perfect ones. Today, we're talking about something that makes a lot of parents squirm, which is how to talk to your kids about sex. Not just about the birds and the bees, but about real, age-appropriate, shame-free conversations that build trust and safety for the long haul. Here's the truth. Kids are curious. That's normal. It's healthy. And in today's world, they're exposed to adult content and language way earlier than we were when we were growing up. Between YouTube, memes, text threads, and online searches, they're gathering information constantly. But not all of it is accurate, and almost none of it comes with emotional context. That's where we as parents come in. Our job as parents isn't to protect them from ever hearing about sex. It's to help them understand what they're hearing and teach them that their questions aren't wrong. They're human. Avoiding these talks doesn't protect our kids. It just makes them go elsewhere for answers, often in places that don't have their best interest at heart. When kids don't have safe, honest conversations at home, they internalize shame. They learn that sex is taboo or something that they can't talk about. And that shame doesn't disappear. It shows up later in their relationships and their body confidence and in their ability to communicate. A couple of weeks ago, I picked up my son and one of his friends from baseball practice. They were in the backseat talking, and one of them casually mentioned a sex toy that another kid on the team had brought up. Now, did I expect to be having that conversation while holding a sweaty Gatorade bottle and navigating traffic? Nope, I sure didn't, but it was happening, and that's what matters. So I took a deep breath and leaned in, not with judgment, not with a lecture, but with curiosity. I asked what they'd heard, what they thought it meant, and we talked about it without making it weird. Because the reality is, if I shut that down or made it uncomfortable, they'd just stop coming to me. And I want to be the person that they trust. Not the internet, not their friends on their baseball team, me. These conversations don't have to be perfect. They just have to be real and safe. And before you freak out and decide not to let your children drive in a car with me out of fear that I may have these conversations with your kids without you knowing, please know that that's not the case. This boy's mom actually gave him permission to come to me with questions that he may have that he might not be comfortable asking her, because she knows how important these conversations are to have. And I hope you see them as equally as important. Here's how to approach the talk and all the little talks in between. You have to start small and start early. Use correct body part names. Talk about consent. That's huge. Let them know their body is theirs and they can ask you anything. Answer what they ask. You don't have to unload your entire college sex ed course. Just meet them where they are. Keep it age appropriate and check in with how much they actually want to know. There are times my son will come to me with a question and I'll give him a pretty direct answer thinking that'll end the conversation right then and there. But he is a definite why person and he'll continue to ask. So I answer one question at a time. Ditch the shame. If something surprises or embarrasses you, that's okay. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but take a moment before you react. Responding calmly teaches them that curiosity isn't bad. It's safe. When these conversations first started happening with my kids, I would say, that's a really great question. And I love that you feel comfortable asking me that. Give me a minute to collect my thoughts, and then let's have an open conversation about it. I would take a deep breath, and then I would respond. It gave me some time to gather my thoughts in a way that I felt was appropriate with them, especially given the fact that my kids are almost 4 years apart in age. What's age appropriate for my son is probably not going to be age appropriate for my daughter. So I do have to use a little more judgment when it comes to having a conversation when they're both around. And make it an ongoing conversation, not a one and done. Keep the door open. Use real life moments, movies, overheard conversations, questions in the car. Really check in and keep the dialogue going. Let's normalize these conversations. Your kids don't need you to have all the answers. They just need to know that they can come to you for the real ones. If you've been wondering how to navigate this without awkwardness or fear, drop an anonymous question below or DM me. I'll be answering these in upcoming videos because you're not alone and this stuff needs to be discussed.